Hello everyone. Today I have decided to do another video on Idazmi7, and at the request of a friend, he wanted me to do a video on the Imperator Star Destroyer, or Idazmi7's video on the Imperator Star Destroyer. So we're going to watch it and see what he talks about, see if what we can do is see if we can refute it, stuff like that. Alright. So he says, the only inconsistent thing I can find about this ship is inconsistency between the official resources and fanboys. There's a vague consensus among fans, the particulars of which are the extreme variants with screen cannon. It's generally accepted that they have hundreds of guns, are huge, and have swarms of fighters. Okay. And there doesn't seem to be much I can refute on this. Alright, so let's go. On to the next. Okay, here. The official information Star Wars fans have presented to me are at variance to each other, everywhere between hundreds of thousands of... Okay. Thousands! I doubt thousands. I don't think thousands. Although there could be hundreds. I think the Imperial class Star Destroyer, or Imperial 1 class Star Destroyer has 60 medium turbo lasers. I'm not sure. So definitely not thousands, if it's anything like the Imperator. Hundreds of fighters. Again, I think the Imperial 1 has 72, so it's not hundreds. Power limits of individual guns, 200 megatons to 200 teratons. Okay, see, the thing is, Imperial Star Destroyers have more than one type of gun. There's heavy guns, medium guns, light guns. Well, we haven't seen any I don't think we've seen medium turbo lasers mentioned, but we definitely have seen light turbo lasers and heavy turbo lasers. So 200 megatons, well, that's a bit too high for light turbo lasers, I think. Although it should be noted, Star Destroyers can change the firepower that they put out. So a shot. So in the asteroid scene, we see what appears to be anywhere from 7 megatons to several kilotons of firepower being thrown at those asteroids. But at the same time, in the scene Star Wars Rebels 0 Hour, it seems to be not even equivalent to a stick of TNT. In fact, it seems to be even weaker than in AT-AT's guns. 200 teratons. Okay, that's a that's a high estimate, but we do have proof for it. Alright, here, Quas class Star Destroyer, warship that was in use shortly after the Clone Wars. It was the initial test firing of the Kyber Crystal superweapon based off Imperial scientists. Aeroso's research was said to be the output of the weapon's batteries. So, since the single reactor shot has been measured anywhere between the teratons to the exatons, it could definitely be in the teraton range if the shot was in the multiple exatons. But at the same time, I don't think. I think the broadside or the all batteries, combined batteries, would probably be in this exaton range. Not single shots. Not single shots. Definitely not. What's going on? The extremely visible domes on the command area have been called shield generators, communications towers, and shield generators with communication towers built in. Okay, this one right here, shield generators with communication towers. That's what I think. That's what I think they probably are. But they are definitely shield generators. I don't know about communications tower though. Put simply, there is no real consensus on the technical attributes of the Star Destroyer. Okay, let's continue. This is what I found on Star Destroyer bridge towers. A large explosion is coming out of the bridge area. It's causing several others to go as well. It's one of those big radar domes on top, one that's spewing flames. It's pretty spectacular. Oh. And between that sort of close-up on the bridge section, we need 2 more cuts of the ship coming to heel over and dropping towards the Jester like an arrow. And he's talking about this scene. And he did cut this. Well, he mentions that. But yeah. So I'm not sure if they are radar towers, because remember that quote he provided was not canon. Let's see. Alright. Star Destroyer. Okay, wait, hold on. Shield generator. Alright, let's look at what a shield generator looks like. No, that's not it. That's also not it. No, I don't think that's it. Ah, here's an image. Let me see if I can find it. Star Wars Rebels. No, I can't find it. Ah, here it is. Here is the picture. Here is the picture. Perfect. There. Now, tell me this does not look like the shield generators of this. This looks a lot like this, doesn't it? They do look similar, right? So I think what they're trying to show is that these are shield generators. These shield generators are this. It's not radar towers. They're shield generators. Now, originally, they probably were designed as radar towers. I will give Idazmi that. He is absolutely correct, and they were originally designed to be radar towers, because I have no idea why anyone thought they were shield generators, other than the fact the shields went down on the Executor as soon as the shields were destroyed. But it looks like no matter what, I do wish they were radar towers. I do wish they were, but it appears they are not. This is a time I would rather have Idazmi be right. Alright, so Wikipedia is fully incorrect on the matter. Not true. Not true. Not true. Not true already. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, as for the power of individual guns, let's look. Alright. The asteroids are said to be vaporized by fans. To confirm this, let's look at this animation. Okay. Wait, what? Yes, they're vaporized. Fragmented into wait, I gotta go back. I gotta see this. What? Before the shot stopped? I think it's just a VFX error, if anything. I love that last Imperial gunner, or not the last Imperial gunner, who shot at the asteroid several seconds after it was gone. But let's go. Okay, first asteroid was destroyed, and yeah, likely just an editing mistake. Although I will say, Idazmi had very sharp eyes to catch that. Asteroid is partially vaporized before it fragments into pieces too small to see. However, they were not liquefied. Asteroid was fragmented based on the fogs. No, it was definitely melted. Definitely melted. Definitely melted. See that? That is not fragments. That is melting. Or at least I think so. But I don't see any fragments. Let me slow this down. Oh, speed, 25%, play, and I mean, it's up to you. I definitely see it as being vaporized. Because look, it's liquid. but let's put the speed back to normal. Oh, it's not playing. It's never ever observed. Now this is a very good point here. This is a very good point here. This scene right here. Oh, I love that Wilhelm scream. But I think what's happening here is the shields are letting a little bit through. Although yes, I admit it's a bit of trouble. So, but the thing is, this is a moot point because we've already proved these guys have, again, very, very powerful weapons. And two explanations here. First one is that, well, quite simply, the shields were up, but there was a little bit of bleed through, and a little bit of explosive force got through anyhow. Which is an explanation I don't like. And then the other explanation is that the shields are down, but they're using their light weapons. This would make sense for the Republic. It could make sense for the Republic cruiser because, again, Palpatine was on the ship. Now, some people say, well, they didn't know Palpatine was on the ship, so that renders it moot. But again, I mean, I would want to be careful. But it's very hard to refute. But again, we have class Star Destroyer. Proves targeting range firepower. So that's good. So, moot point. There has to be some sort of explanation, or we have a sort of continuity error. So and I think I'd rather go with some explanation, a good explanation. Target was shielded by an invisible energy barrier, otherwise the armor would have been damaged. The impact and blasts are nowhere near the scale of a nuclear weapon explosion. Well, yeah, because there are shields protecting it. And the shields, see, the way I think Star Wars shields work is that they absorb most of the brunt of the force. And that goes with what how the weapons work. So, but let's continue. Roughly 100 tons. Okay. Are about 1/10 tons TNT equivalents. Okay, so this guy is ignoring the class Star Destroyer, which is canon. I should note this. Canon. Star Destroyer classes. And let's see right here. As you can see, canon. Okay, canon. This is canon. But, alright. So, and on top of that, we see it's from the Rogue One novel, which again is canon. This is canon. And you might be asking, well, how do you know it's canon? Well, it's simple. When was it published? May 2nd, 2017. So that makes it canon because anything Star Wars canon. Oh, let's see. Let's see. This is Wikipedia. See, Idazmi wants us not to trust Wikipedia, so we can't use that, right? So let's look at oh wow. Alright. Timeline of canon books. Wait, that's from Wikipedia. Wow, this is all Wikipedia. This is published in 2016, so we can't. And since Rogue One was published after 2016, it's not going to be here, so we can't use that either. This is unofficial. Alright, let's hope this is a good one. Let's hope. Alright, so here's full canon list. Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, Clone Wars, Ahsoka, Thrawn, Tarkin, Ezra Scamble, Star Rebels, Rogue One. Have I missed it? Ah, here it is, I think. Ah, here it is, Catalyst. So it is canon. Now you might be thinking, if you were really stubborn and desperate, maybe this guy didn't write about the Quas class Star Destroyer and someone made it up. No. Here, let's see. Doggo. There. Jim left the Quas class Spartan for someone to pick up. So this is the author of the book, and he's saying, yeah, he did write this in Catalyst. And not only that, and we know Catalyst, that's canon. So the statement is probably canon. Although I don't have the book, so I don't have page numbers. But it is canon. Definitely. I don't think someone would lie like that directly on Wikipedia, especially when you can just read the book. But since I don't have the book, I can't verify it by taking a picture of it, and I don't know if anyone has a picture of it. But again, you could just buy the book and read the book for yourself. So again, he is wrong. How dangerous could a few asteroids be? Oh Jesus. Alright. For one, the Star Destroyer shields were down because they were transmitting, and I don't think they can transmit with their shields up because their shields block energy particles, and I think they said they were moving out of the asteroid fields because the asteroids had some sort of disturbance, and because the asteroids are matter, probably what was causing the disturbance. So I'm going to say the shields had to be down. Very dangerous. No, that's because the shields are down. So let's continue. How many guns? These are okay. Curtis Saxon with this book is energy measurement is all contradicted by on-screen canon. Well, yes, because they're too weak. Not used in other ICS books. Anyone can edit. Again, wrong. Old and nearly dead site. Huh. It is old. And yes, it is dead already. So Curtis Saxon, his energy measurements are too weak. Wikipedia is right. It is correct. StarDestroyer.net, yeah, it is old and nearly dead. It is also irrelevant because StarDestroyer.net, their calculations were not high enough. They had to work with the expanded universe, and the expanded universe put Star Wars at the gigatons range. And of course they were wrong. The expanded universe was wrong. But you have to give StarDestroyer.net credit. If it wasn't for the calculations and stuff like that these guys did, well then there wouldn't be all the massive, absolutely massive, just wankery of Star Wars. And I will call it wankery because, let's face it, in George Lucas's mind, Star Wars was at the megatons at best, alright? But then a whole lot of people did calculations based on the Death Star reactors. And then, you know, people started saying, oh, they're actually this powerful. Then the expanded universe said, okay, they are that powerful. And that was canon back then. And then Disney just chopped that off and so they tried to start off with a new slate, and then they were just absolutely mobbed by people who wanted to link Star Wars, and so now these high figures are canon, and we're forced to rationalize these sort of disparities between old Star Wars and new Star Wars, and that's going to be extremely difficult. But the fact remains, new Star Wars canon, definitely in the Teratons, at least. So, I mean, this stuff was, it's hard to take in. But yeah, you know, if this was at the time Star Wars first came out, Idazmi might have a point. But the thing is, times have changed, Disney has taken over, and he doesn't seem to realize this. He has a danger of becoming exactly like StarDestroyer.net, unless he adapts. Yeah, you know, I used to debate, and I used to say that Star Trek could beat Star Wars. Now know I'm wrong. And I have to adapt because of that. But let's continue. Blah 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 blah. Wait, hold on. Jeffrey Mandel's blueprints were made in 1978. Strongly imply. I think he's the one that's taking the implication here. If they don't actually state it, then they aren't actually stating it. So you can't use that against them. Claims they are official, but also states the size is incorrect. Incidentally, Curtis is the only one with a real background in Star Wars. Okay, let's continue. Here are the blueprints. Imperator class Death Star technical report commissioned by Ford deflector, radar tracking antenna, long range scanners. This might have been canon some time ago, but I'm not sure if it's canon now. And I personally don't think it's canon now, especially since it puts these as long-range scanners. Especially when you remember they're actually shield generators. This is probably radar though, that's probably correct. Life pods, not sure of that. Mine layers, I've never seen mine, so again, not sure of that. Yeah. After, okay, let's go on. I have no idea what decameters are. 150 centimeter armor plating, TIE fighter bay, auxiliary tractor beams. 22, okay. Length overall, I cannot see that. 600. It looks like 680 meters. Let me see. Wow, that is very. Yeah, I think it definitely says 686.5 meters. But it's very blurry, so it's hard to tell. According to these blueprints, an Imperial Star Destroyer has 142 heavy laser batteries, 26 x 19 centimeters. Oh wait, never mind, that's the centimeter. Wait. No, it's a 142, 38 centimeters. 26 19 centimeters, 32 16 millimeters, 10 megaton space to ground missiles, 5 100 megaton space to ground missiles. Ah, see, this here, I'm not sure if it's canon or not, but for Star Destroyers, but we do know that the Umbarans have long range space to ground missiles, which are worth 100 megatons. It's mentioned in the Umbara arc, but I haven't seen a video of it. I mean, I've seen it in Netflix, but I'm not sure I can show that to you, copyright issues and such. But, besides, it would be hard to do. But, I think I'll pause the recording, get Netflix on, and show you the clip. Alright. Alright. Damn it. Okay. So, here is the scene. And now I've lost it. Oh, come on. Yeah. Alright, here. Here it is. This 100 megaton yield. So, yeah, this is 100 megaton yield. That's pretty much canon, right? The missiles have 100 megatons. Space to ground missiles. They're not space to space. The shields on the Star Destroyers are too strong for that. Length overall 400. Oh, 400 meters. They're 486 meters. No. No. That can't be canon because this says 1,600 meters. And this says 1,600 meters as well. What the heck? Wait, did they set a length to meter? They set a link to meter. Okay. Oh, okay, that's funny. But width overall, it's probably it's probably bigger than that. Height overall probably bigger than that. Gross weight probably bigger than that. Cruising velocity 0.4 light. Max velocity. See, these are wrong. They're definitely wrong. Well, I don't know about the max hyperspace jump, but probably wrong as well. Because think about it, these ships can go across a galaxy that we know is multiple parsecs. They've said it repeatedly in the Clone Wars. If they were traveling at cruising velocity, let's say half the speed of light, it would take them years to cross this galaxy. So, since we know it takes them more like days, this is obviously not true. Instead of simply agreeing, I will compare. Here the Millennium Falcon sits in the main hangar, back of the bridge tower. So, blah blah blah. Okay, in film, it is okay. Wait. I don't think exactly. This is well below the climbs, but very consistent with the films. Okay. Propulsion speeds. And he says they are not very maneuverable. That's true, they aren't very maneuverable. TIE fighters, okay. And it looks like that was the end of that video. Okay. So, I'm going to see from his Piet's video for my Piet Star Destroyer size. And he's made a very good video about Star Destroyer size. Here. And let's skip to the relevant parts. Length of the Falcon appears to be 1.25 times greater than the measured height. Should also be noted that this is measured blah blah blah. Scaled image shows that the Imperator's length is 46 times greater than the measured height. Therefore, it is between 1,300 and 2,000 meters in length, according to this measure of scaling. So, Wikipedia is right, since 1,600 meters is definitely between 1,300 and 2,000 meters in length, according to this method of scaling. However, the length is inconvenient. However, so he wants to employ a more reliable yardstick, so he uses he says the Imperial Shuttle's wings are 14 meters wide and 22 meters tall, and he says this is 59 meters across, therefore so so therefore it is between 1.67 and 2.4 kilometers in length. And since the thing, the Star Destroyer is 1,600 miles, or not miles, meters long, this would be pretty near correct. And I just want you to check out this guy's website, or channel. He's a very great guy, nice guy, you know, makes a lot of videos, great guy in general. And that's it. If you like the video, press the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you. Goodbye.